Stop dreaming about horsepower. Horsepower is for drag strips and ego trips. What we're looking at here is a tactical strike. Porsche just sent the 911 GT3 RS from Manthey Racing to do the impossible, make perfection look like a beta version. But the real question is, can this German scalpel survive a street fight against an 800 horsepower American sledgehammer? Welcome back to Carcry. Today we're tearing apart the Manthey kit for the 992.2 GT3 RS. You're looking at a package that, when all is said and done, costs more than a brand new house in Texas. Is it worth it? Or is Porsche just panicking because Detroit finally learned how to turn a corner? Let's get into the guts of this thing. Under the hood, well, there is no hood, it's a mid-rear masterpiece, lies the 4.0-liter flat six, 525 horses. In a world of 1,000 horsepower EVs that feel like a high-speed washing machine, this engine is a religious experience. Manthey didn't just tune it, they sharpened the throttle response until it's basically a mind-reading device. You think about going fast, and the car is already at the next apex. A 3.2-second sprint to 60, forget it. The real story is the linearity. It's raw, it's unfiltered, and it's the last FU to the turbocharged era. Horsepower wins sales, but throttle response wins trophies, and this thing is a trophy hunter. But where Porsche really weaponizes the atmosphere is the aero. Look at those shark fins on the roof. Porsche isn't trying to look cool, they're trying to murder the air. They've channeled every molecule of oxygen to pin this car to the ground with nearly 1,200 pounds of downforce. They literally threw away the rear window for a carbon slab. Why? Because seeing behind you is for losers. What matters is the clean air hitting that massive active rear wing. At 180 miles per hour, this car isn't driving, it's being welded to the track by gravity. You're not paying for carbon fiber here, you're paying for the wind to become your personal bodyguard. Then there's the chassis. The Manthey 4-way coilovers are the secret sauce that makes the GT3 RS borderline illegal. You can adjust compression and rebound for high and low speeds separately. Translation, you can hit the brutal curbs at the Nürburgring at 100 miles per hour, and the car won't even flinch. Paired with the recalibrated rear axle steering, this RS rotates like an F-22 Raptor in a dogfight. The grip coming out of a corner is so violent, it'll recalibrate your internal organs. It's not just a car, it's a teleportation device. If you miss the apex in this thing, it's not the car's fault, it's your lack of talent. But here's the wow factor that's keeping Porsche engineers awake at night. A 645 lap at the Green Hell is legendary. It's a feat of engineering. But the Mustang GTD just did a 640. Think about that, 5 seconds. In the racing world, that's an eternity. It's the difference between being a hero and being a footnote. Did Porsche bring a scalpel to a gunfight? Or is the GT3 RS still the king of feel, while the Mustang is just a numbers-obsessed brute? This is the ultimate clash of cultures. On one side, you have the pinnacle of German surgical precision, a car that communicates with you through the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands. On the other, you have 800 horses of American fury that just proved it can outrun the elite. It's the most precise weapon on Earth, but for the first time in history, the weapon might be outgunned. So, what's it gonna be? German surgery or American muscle? Would you drop $500,000 on the ultimate 911, or are you joining the 800 horsepower cult from Detroit? Drop your vote in the comments. Let's start a riot. Don't forget to sub to Carcry for more high-octane truth. See you at the next apex. Peace.